Guys, it's Ricky's Reality Show, daily Christian commentary videos. If it's your first time over here, show, check out the other videos that are down in the pinned comments, and I'm gonna check you out over there. As you can see in the title, I got a call and a bit of details concerning the subject matter of the allegations on James Kawalya. Now, I can understand why PrayerStorm removed the video completely. Yes, I differ with James on doctrine and all those things and stuff, but I can absolutely understand. Trust me, it is understandable after hearing what it is, like they call root one. What it is that would actually warrant for them to delete it and not want to be associated with thingy. Now, the video that PrayerStorm posted, if you listen to it closely, you can hear, and you might have noted in my first video, I was like, I don't know, is it related to this? Is it related to this? And it kind of gives you a hint. Now, the one that we heard from Tish TV, you were not expecting that one. That one is actually might be something else, maybe something on the side. It might be just something on the side, but that's what Tish said. And James himself then did speak about people accusing him of thingy, and he said God told him not to answer. So we cleared that part. So now, I too am going to stand exactly where PrayerStorm said. I cannot tell you what it is, right? Because, first of all, I, as an individual, am not in possession of the evidence. And I can understand why PrayerStorm themselves wouldn't say, because and it's a type of a thing that needs you to have evidence. So you can't just come out and say, oh yeah, the accusation and allegations are this, right? And so, after hearing it, got a call, and those the people that know furthermore on this particular thing in the channel, down below you'll find the name, the number of the ministry. You can WhatsApp me over there. And so, someone messaged me, whether male or female, it doesn't matter, or who it was, where they were in the world. They are not from South Africa. That's one thing for sure. And they kind of like highlighted the issues, and they highlighted what was going on, and they highlighted the timeline as well. They highlighted what might happen. And I can tell you this for sure. I can understand 100% why PrayerStorm distanced themselves. Because, and also the reason why they couldn't tell you. Because a lot of people were angry at them because they couldn't say, no, you see, the type of a thing that's concerning the situation, you need to have evidence. You can't say it. You can't present, you know. At least they come to you and then they said, okay, Chief, you said this about this person, so you best just stay out of it and let however it gets resolved, go through that. Now, so it's a very serious thing, and it's a serious thing, and PrayerStorm honestly cannot. And also, by the way, the person that contacted me, it's not PrayerStorm. Is to get that out of the way, because someone will say, no, it's PrayerStorm. I don't know PrayerStorm. I've never talked to PrayerStorm ever. Okay? And so the type of a thing that concerns these particular allegations that actually are attached to this whole thing, they're very serious, and they can go the route of the law. Not they can, they do go that route. It gets problematic once you get towards that side. It's not a joke. So that's as far as I can say concerning that. And so it is a kind of a thing that you cannot just announce. You can't just come and say, hey, this person this. I don't have evidence, but this person this. It's not that kind of a thing that you can just come out and say. So understand PrayerStorm's position. Now, I also want to highlight something here. I can also understand why PrayerStorm's answer to James was they advised him to get a third party. Because when they said the third party, it didn't make sense. It's like, okay, so if it's the child issue that was brought up by Tish, that doesn't make sense. How do you get a third party to investigate the issue? Now, concerning what was reported here, it makes sense. It needs a third party. Do you see the information that you were given from PrayerStorm? Accurate. They gave him the best advice. It needs a third party for them to look into it so that they can either exonerate him or say, Chief, something is off. It's not a joke. The thing that they're talking about there, it's not a joke. Yes, definitely they had to cut their ties. They had to make it very clear. And it's not the kind of a thing that you do wrong and then we just keep. No, because you can get me in trouble. Okay? So it is that type of a thing. It is a type of a thing where it needs a third party to come in. It's not something that your uncle can do. Someone will say, no, why can't he do it? Not something he can do. It's something that needs a third party person to come in and do in order for them to clear him or to find what's happening. Right? So that we are clear there. And so the advice that they gave him was very good. Now, I can also understand why PrayerStorm say they were now shocked because James then said he was going to call lawyers. It makes complete sense. It makes complete sense. And I can say, if I was accused of something like that, why wouldn't you want to be cleared from that? These are serious things. The allegations are very serious. So, because they speak to the kind of a person you are. So, getting a third person to come in and look over this, because it directly attached. Like I said, we have to speak. So, to be very clear here, the advice that PrayerStorm gave him, perfect advice. It makes sense now. It makes sense why they asked him to do that. Can you please have someone to come in and look over this situation and Now, by the way, that video that PrayerStorm made, it also, this is also the other important part. That video clears the air should anything ever happen with James. It clears the storm because it clears that they have no connection between them and James. Should anything come up on that side. The last part of this video, I want to just say, with this kind of a situation, this information will come out. James better clear this stuff. I'm telling you. He better clear it. He better clear it. Right? He better clear it. And so, because this type of stuff, and why do I say that? It's because one way or another, someone's going to be attached. Someone is going to be attached. And once another person is attached, what happens is then they must find a way to get themselves off. Because maybe they are not involved, or maybe they didn't know what. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, somebody must get themselves off. And once people now must get themselves off, it gets troubling. Listen to me. You see all this brave talk that he gives on the pulpit. You know, don't talk against a person who needs. Forget those things. Forget it. This here gets very serious. And so I completely agree with PrayerStorm removing the video. Apart from doctrinal difference, no. Apart from that, the particular allegations that are attached there are a problem. So in this video, I wanted you to hear my full thought about it after hearing this particular thing, pondered it for the past 10, 6, 7, 8 hours or so, since I was told, and it was broken down to me and explained and what, and then I could see if it attaches anybody, they will have to find clarity on it. And when they go to find clarity, it will come out. So dismissing it's not going to go anywhere. All these things of, attacking the body, you are not attacking the body. If there is anything that doesn't make sense in your path, you go back, you clear that. And so I want to just confirm for people that heard PrayerStorm, right? And were maybe disagreeing or what. Trust me, the allegations are serious. And the allegations, they speak a lot to him, particularly, right? And so the child thing, maybe that might be something else, but that was not the one. That's just something on the side. The particular issue here, it can get legal. By legal, I don't mean people suing people. No, I mean law enforcement getting involved. It can go there. That's the most I can tell you about this whole thing. And so I hope it clears this whole thing, because this is you see this territory that and I will repeat this again. It is not because I'm against his doctrinal teachings and what. No, doctrinally, he's still wrong. He's still 100% wrong. He's still wrong. Very wrong perception of repentance, very wrong perception of prayer, very wrong perception of sanctification, very wrong version of salvation. He's wrong on a lot of things. But on this one, brother, clear this one. Clear this one. There are people that might hear that and they'll just take it and throw it out. They'll throw it on the internet and stuff like that. Clear the issue. Under carpet doesn't work. You see, you blew yourself up. You wanted to be popular. You wanted the media's eyes. You wanted everybody's eyes on you. Now everybody's eyes on you. Responsible. That's the next part. You don't sweep under carpet, Baba. There is no sweeping under carpet. Deal with it as it is. Otherwise, this is going to come out. Only God knows how far it will go. I'm telling you, that's some serious stuff. And so, I'm going to leave it there. Strict Reality Show, we do daily Christian commentary videos so that we are clear. I'm not here to tell you what the allegations are, but I can tell you that they are serious, and PrayerStorm did have the right to distance themselves. It will do them good to do so, and should they have continued being thingy, there would have been a blurred line between whether they know or they don't know, whether they're involved or not involved. And like I said, there is a lot of likelihood that it attaches someone, and that these other people that it attaches, they gotta find their way out. They gotta find, I'm not involved. I don't know what's going on. And when they are in the process of doing that, you may get exposed. You may get in trouble. Clear your mess, man. Just clear the mess. Sweeping under the carpet is not going to work here. I'm telling you. I had that stuff, and I can tell you now, that stuff is serious.